stick in storage and 15 small sticks, which corresponds to the builder being able to build. Therefore, we can move on with whatever we want. And in terms of big stones, as far as I know, there are no large rocks available to us now, but we don't need them either, so let's continue with what we're doing. Okay, the only thing that expands of these, let's turn on the lights, is that cell. Maybe this one too, so let's one more. And now we can schedule a third shelter that is also going to be pointing to the west in this case. That's sufficiently good to me. And even if we are blind, we can place it and make sure that it is aligned. And that guy is not going to be pinned because it is not a priority. The true priority that I have right now is to make a rain collector. And you might ask, a rain collector, why? To unlock the well's blueprint. And that's gonna protect the natural collectors, because even though you might not build the natural collector, the well, sorry, on top of the natural collector, the presence of the blueprint insulates them against the problem of accidentally destroying them, attempting to extend the terrain. Alright, so this is going to become an obstacle to leveling, so I'm gonna remove it. I don't care about the... alright. So we should put one person in the... what did I do? This is the first time that thing happened to me, that I built the stone cutter. Well, I meant to build the gatherer. So regardless of of anything, reloading the game is going to preserve some work. Now, in my defense, come on, the game ought to tell you in the beginning what is it that you're building, right? Anyway, let's turn on the light and schedule the proper thing. In basic production, we want to make a gatherer, and the gatherer needs to point to the south or to the west, or what? No, he needs to point to the west, or that's what I want. So I am looking at the west, and this is aligned enough to the west, and it ought to be behind in this row, behind the Eye of Odin, more or less around here. And now this is the priority. And understanding what is happening here, we also want a third shelter. Oh, but it needs to complete, you know, that's done. Never mind about that. A shelter. That is not important to me, but we can keep our builders entertained with a shelter. And as long as they have the resources, they will do that. It is a good time to turn off torch. We schedule a rain collector against this thing that we cannot. It's even better if we do it here. That we cannot destroy this large rock. And that says the next priority after the gatherer. And you'll see that because I have this pinned, they are working on this in favor of working on the shelter. Okay, now it is the time to schedule in earnest. Oh, that's good news. We're gonna get the ability to hunt Smolkrs from the wave that is gonna so-called attack us. Where would be a good place for the... I don't see many in the way of clumps of rock. This place is good. But like I said, let's hunt. So to hunt, you load in your hand the axe. The axe is effective, has a healing tool. You choose a place where you have the advantage and whack that Smolkr. Oh, that was a failed attempt at a kick. I don't know why it tries to kick it instead of using the axe. So you don't let them run far if you miss. Because hit them while on the run is quite hard. So what you do is every time that you hit them, well, not necessarily, but you eventually slow them down by reducing their health significantly. Now the thing is confused, doesn't know where to go, and I lost all of the stamina, but it doesn't matter. Okay, so we have killed one of those beasts, and it's a good opportunity for me to make knives. So I'm gonna make no, let's kill another one. If they offer themselves to us, let's kill them, because we need their meat. The problem is that catching them up is quite hard. And now I'll run out of stamina, especially because I don't have hydration. And I had to go all the way to Timbuktu. Nah, this is going to outrun me whenever I... those were members of the attack wave. When the attack is ending, you don't catch them. You cannot catch them. Even if they are badly hurt, they run at full speed. That's the difference with normal Smolkrs. But now these Smolkrs are normal Smolkrs, so these I can catch and kill, which I will. And now I don't have the time pressure because I got some berries to... temporarily feed myself. So when they are running in the right direction, you let them run. When they are not running in the right direction, you don't. That's how it works. Okay, yes, one more hit and he will not be able to run anymore, but a slow walk. Alright, so did I make the knife? Let's schedule things. There needs to be someone in the gatherer, and I believe that this one is the best gatherer, and that means that I need to change who the woodcutter might be. And the woodcutter might be this one. And it is a good time to give Newt, our second comer, a place to stay, because it is very close on, so we don't have to abuse them that much. Newt. Okay. So Newt, when Newt becomes exhausted, would go to rest instead. And voila! Look, we can do this. Boom! Last. Boom! And wherever we find where are the marks? Wherever we find them, to protect them. Wasn't it here? It seems that it wasn't here. So from now on, we are not gonna lose rain collectors, and the builders are gonna be building all the time, which is, I guess, very good. And now we can schedule the stone cutter, and I was looking for a place for them, and this seems to be a good one. Look, there are many stones that I can see on the vicinity. So let's collect that garlic in case we might be destroying it inadvertently. And let's schedule basic production of the stone cutter. And this is something similar. The store for the big stones is on the back, and that has priority over anything else. So let's not do wells, let's do that. And we have one builder, and as soon as the woodcutter, yes, I was about to cook. How many did we kill? 2. One rat in here and a rat in here. All right, so let's eat some rat. For that, I said that I needed a knife, and for the knife, we craft. Look, this is clean of rope. So it's the time to put some more rope in the ground before we forget. So 10 down. And let's make 20 more. We are rapidly depleting our store of fibers. As a matter of fact, we have no more fibers. Drop 10 for them, so they had 20 in the ground, but we can come here to the view tasks and tell our gatherer that the real reason why we have employed him is to collect fibers, please. And all other things are low, with the exception of seeds. So I disagree with the game. The defaults are broken. Feather is also a priority, but the mushrooms are fine to be made, but things that lay around all the time ought to be low. But the seeds, especially berries, ought to be an intermediate priority. And back. I have seen that because we have fibers in high, naturally the gatherer collects so many flax that flax seeds will come along. So that's what I believe is the correct let's make 3 knives, not 2, so that whenever we can. Alright, let's harvest. So one thing that most people don't know, see that I am pulsing the the collection of resources now, that's much faster than the opposite of what the game recommends of leaving R on all the time. There must be a bit of bones. No, that's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. This is something that angers me about the game, that it is so difficult to collect resources when they get embedded. I'm gonna leave it for later, because so if you get the right rhythm, you're gonna be able to let's collect later, because not having food is becoming quite dire. I'm gonna start losing health. Oh man, this is a spawning point of them. You should not be able to see 4 of them at a time. Are all of my... I don't know if you can schedule... Yeah, like a... You can't. Ah, man. Let's put the axe in the right position. And hunt relatively blindly. I think I can do this. That is Smolkr. Don't kick it. Use the freaking axe. Man, not having the... Okay, now I'm gonna kill you right when I want you. Alright, and now I'm going to cook you. Oof. Now, can we get some... Oh, I can eat the garlic because I am not full health. Where is the woodcutter? Over there. I need some firewood. You don't have any? I'm gonna use bark for that. Do we have a well? Well, okay. What am I doing? Well, put the food in. Night. And only now feed the fuel. Alright, with this we can go knock a young fear like this. Don't let the food burn, but I don't intend to stay here that long. You have enough time. I'm sure the gatherer has collected already many good things that we could use, but all right. Feed the fuel. Now the fuel is not a concern, and let's see what the gatherer has brought for us. Things to cook, of course. All right. And let's deposit in here. Oh, it's a good time for us to pick the stuff that we left on the ground. To deposit it in the gatherer in the next round. Oh, you picked. Now's the time. All right, so we have ropes in the ground. We can try again. Hopefully the bones over there that are hard to catch are being catch with a big multiple. Ah, it did. It happened. Okay. All right. So it's getting high time to go for resources. And now my people are going to have food when they wake up. Now, the algorithm that the villagers follow to choose what food to pick, either tier, I believe that it is the same thing for every tier, is that they pick the most filling foods. So, in this particular case, it's going to be the meat, and they will leave alone the mushrooms until the hell freezes over, because they just don't like that. All right, I ate onions to go back to nearly full health. Of course, that there's something that I can do to go back to nearly full health that you'll see me do momentarily, but this cooking session is over, so I'm gonna turn off this thing. Put the onions back where they don't spoil, and see, do we have also stone cutters? It is time to schedule the building of the workshop, and the workshop. Oh, I have forgotten to house Niall. I'm sorry, Niall. Look, it's got it's sleepless and completely exhausted. That was bad. Especially since I didn't need him to be around. So the workshop ought to be close to the woodcutters, because that's gonna provide the resource of wood, which is the primary resource that they use.